is me again, Ruowen Huang. I'm gonna try to see how many topics I can cover before I go pick up my kids. Anyway, before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. This topic, we're gonna talk about the difficulties of living in the moment. A while back, I have someone leave a message saying, we all know how important it is to live in the moment, but it's not easy. No matter how many times I tell myself I had to live in the moment, I couldn't stop myself by, my past is in my way, or my surrounding, or whatever it is, stopping you from living the moment. Before we get into the topic, I want to share a little bit, outside conversation with you guys. Do you guys know hypnosis? Hypnosis, like, you not hypnotize someone, right? Did you know, whether you experience or not experience, you will realize every time like a therapist want to help someone to get into the hypnosis status, like is, in my point of view, I call pure subconscious status. That is, your conscious is no longer on the way, but your subconscious is in the way. And that your subconscious, it becomes your main speaker. You know what I mean? Any time therapists want to get you into that subconscious status, did you notice what they ask you to do? They ask you to breathe. Right? Then you know what they ask you to do? They ask you to pay attention about your arm, your leg, how the blood flow, how the air flow, whatever skill they use. But basically, tell you to sense your fingertips. Like you close your eyes. Close your eyes does help if you don't know how to get yourself into that status, because you close your eyes, you shut down all the stimulation that's in the existing world, and then bring yourself to start sensing your fingertips, sense your toes, sense your legs, sense your things, that eventually tell you to relax, right? How do they do that? Have you ever wondered how do they do that, right? It's because all of a sudden, you no longer pay attention to anything else in the world. You don't pay attention to the noise in your head. You don't pay attention to what's going on outside, not TV, but you simply listen to therapist's voice. Somewhere along the way, while you are paying attention to either your fingertips or your body or muscle or whatever it is, therapist's voice then becomes your voice. So that's why they are able to hypnotize you, because at the moment, if I tell you to relax, you simply have no other choice but to relax, simply because I learned to pay attention to this, right? And then you tell me to relax, I feel that's something that I have to do, right? Now, of course, if you're the person who always think a lot, it will take way longer time to hypnotize you, right? It probably take higher skill, but I'm talking about average hypnosis. Why does people do that? It's because only when we ask you to be in present, to let go of your conscious story, you then can be in the moment of now. It's at this moment we call purity or something, you then able to connect with your greater self, which is your subconscious, right? And then you're able to access all those information that you did not know you know, but you actually do. This is the moment that you're able to connect with yourself and then access all the information you need to have, either it's your past life, your future, or wherever, right? This is the reason I talk about this with you. You will start to, just to give you guys an idea, the reason we get you to hypnosis status called the moment of now is then you let go of everything. Let go of your past, let go of your future, and simply being, sensing what that is, right? Living in the moment is like that. Now you must think I'm crazy, but no, seriously, living in the moment is just like that. Understand we're living in a body who very often trapped by the past experience. I would say 70-80% of us are living in the past because we believe our past formed us, but not knowing every moment we live right now is the future to our past. You get it? Kind of confusing? It doesn't matter. But anyway, we also have to understand every future is created by every past of us. Like, where I am right now is the past to my future. And however, whatever I do right now is really going to make that future happen for us. Very long time ago, I talked about our life is full of choice. Our life is full of choice. You have a choice of good or bad, right or wrong, whatever you want to do every moment of the time. Every moment you have the power to make the choice. Every moment you have a power of choice. Then you realize that choice is not made by your past. That choice is not made by your future. That choice is simply made by who you are. Being a psychic, I tell you, to perceive your future is almost impossible because your future changes all the time. What I can tell you is closest truth to your current status. Any moment that you change your decision right now, your future might change, right? So if you start to understand that, you will realize in order to become like someone I always want to be, it's not what I did before, not so much. It's not what I'm going to do tomorrow, but is going to build up by what I'm doing now, right here, because I understand every moment that I build right now, right here, is going to shape whoever that person is going to be in the future. Does that make sense? So if you don't know how, first, in order to know how, you have to understand this concept. Get it? I hope you guys get it by now. If not, it's okay. Pretty sure we come back and talk about it another million times. But it just roughly give you a concept. If you understand that, every single moment you live, that you are going to become whoever that person that you are going to be. Step one, have to understand whoever that person you're going to be. If you don't know who that person is going to be, you're going to always repeat your past patterning. Why? Because that's human nature. That's what we do, right? So that's why in many forms I tell you to shape your goal is very important. Why? Then you know who you want to be today, right? So once you understand this whole concept, you will understand the importance of now, right here. Because it will shape whoever I'm going to be. It's not going to change too much of whoever you were before. Nothing you can do about that. It's going to be there. But it's going to do tremendous benefit to whoever you want to be in the future, right? So now you ask me, how can I bring you to be living in the moment? Very simple. Breathe. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I simply ask you to breathe. Not just I'm breathing. What are you talking about? No, I mean really breathe. Understand where the air go to yourself. Understand where the air come out of you. If you don't know, assuming you are hypnotize yourself. What are you going to do? Bring yourself to the sense that it's there, but you take it for granted, and then you simply forget you have it. You forget, my leg can move. It moves. Oh my God, you actually move without pain. That's awesome. You start to sense your fingertip. Why fingertip? Why does people always ask you to think about your fingertip? Because it's kind of considered the farthest from your sense. Most of us put our emotion sensation right here to ask you to extend your sensation to your fingertip. Realize it takes some concentration. That concentration kind of bring you to the moment of now, right? Breathe a couple times. If you don't know how, I also have the broadcast that teach you how to do breathing. Like simply take a deep breath and breathe out with your mouth 3 times slower than the time you breathe in, So we don't just go in and come out. We actually allow the oxygen circulate our body and slowly come out. That will also bring you to being present. You know what I mean? Bring you to present. Once you able to do this exercise, you will realize something very magical happen, because all of a sudden you're not really at this moment, that short period of time, you no longer worry about what you were worried about 5 minutes ago, and you are not worried about what is going to happen 5 minutes from now. You know what I mean? You simply at being. Understand what I said before about hypnosis. When you are in this status, what is the bad thing that happened? The bad thing that happened is you then, the closest time when you are connected to your unconsciousness, that is your greater self, your spirit guide. One good thing of that is that you're then able to access all the information that you didn't get to access before. So if you do this exercise, let's say a couple minutes a day, start with 1 minute a day, then you can do 5 minutes a day, then you can do 10 minutes a day, or here and there a day. I don't care. But if you make it become a habit, then you realize how easy it is for you to come to this moment and simply be, right? That is called living the moment. Living the moment is I don't worry about the past. I don't worry about the future. I only look at what I have right now and I deal with this right now. Rest of it, I worry about it later. Right now, this is obstacle. This is an issue. I deal with you right now. You don't see the lion worry about he's going to get eaten like 5 months from now, right? You don't worry about them still sitting there crying about, a wound they got about another 5 years ago. No, they simply deal with it now. If right now I supposed to relax, then I'll relax. If right now I'm supposed to deal with obstacle, I deal with it. If right now I'm supposed to work, then I'll work it. You know what I mean? So I will deal with whatever issue is present to me in front of my face, but nothing else. I'm not going to worry about anything else, because whether I worry or not worry, it's not going to change anything, really. No. So what you can also change your attitude is understand every moment of your life you have a choice. I'm not talking about very complicated choice. I'm talking about very simple choice. The simple choice is you can either choose to live in your past or you can choose to live in your future. Past, you already know where you go. You already know if you work out, it's going to work out for you or not, right? But future, you don't know. You don't know. Now, at this moment, right here, right now, I can choose to live in my past or I can choose to live in my future. Guess what you will choose? If you understand your future is simply built up by every single moment that you live right now, right here. What I'm here to suggest you is, why don't you choose future? Why don't you choose future and understand there's all kind of possibility for you, waiting for you, instead of hanging on to the past that you already know not gonna work, ain't gonna work. Live my decades of that. Doesn't seem to go anywhere. You know what I mean? Start right here, start right now. So if you understand that, you will understand it's simply your choice. So if you want to come and tell me I don't know how, guys, I'm going to say this so many times, but breathe. Breathe. Sense your body at that moment. I'm teaching you the same way if I'm going to hypnotize anybody, right? Sense your body, sense the moment, feel the breath, close your eyes, feel any surrounding. Sense every fingertips of you, sense every, toe of you. Feel it. Feel how the air flow. Trust me, exercise like this 1 minute or 2 minutes a day, you are in the moment of now. Once you're in the moment of now, understanding you have choice. We all do. Our life all do. You can either choose in the past or choose the future. It's totally depending on you. And based that decision, you will open your eye and know whatever you are dealing right now. Whatever might drive you crazy 5 minutes ago is simply your choice. So choose your path and live in the moment, because your moment shape who you are in the future. So anyway, just a little bit sharing with you. Side note, do you know when's the best time? I made this joke so many times, but do you know when's the best time to hypnotize people? It's when people are waiting for elevator. Isn't that weird? You know why? Because at that moment, people very often, I'm not saying everybody can be hypnotized when you're waiting for elevator, but I would say 70% or 80% will be. You know why? Because most of the time when people are waiting for elevator, you see what they do? They stare at a number. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, waiting for the thing to happen, right? The moment when they focus so much on things like this, they forget about everything else. They forget about what they worried about 5 minutes ago. They forget about what they're going to worry about 5 minutes from now. You know what I mean? So usually, I'm not saying you will say sleep, they will go to sleep. No, it doesn't work that way. But usually if we come to this moment, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, when we are waiting or when we are inside the elevator and then you simply staring at a number, you come to this brain, this zone, kind of semi-doze out, but then still awake, type of zone. And for someone out of the blue starts saying, today is going to be a wonderful day. Today is going to be a wonderful day. You will see people startle. Why? Because you break that trends of their thought. But you also don't remember that comment then become part of their part of their comment in their head. That is, today is going to be a wonderful day. You know what I mean? So you will see people usually startle. Then they probably think, oh, you're crazy. And then they start laughing. But what they do not know is you already said a comment in their head. They are going to have a wonderful day. So anyway, just a side note, side joke aside. Again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook or go to subscribe my YouTube channel or my website, ruowen.com. Till then, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.